More than 1,200 tourists are stranded in North Sikkim due to floods since the middle of June. Began an evacuation on the June of 17th, and this aided significantly by troops from the Trishakti Corps to expedite relief efforts alongside civil authorities. Landslides have severely disrupted road access, necessitating a combination of foot travel and vehicular transport. Wherever feasible, routes remain intact. The operation aims to safely, in fact, to relocate tourists amidst challenging terrain and adverse weather conditions in the region. Nibir Deka, my colleague, is joining us on the phone line to talk more about this. Nibir, of course, everything that is possible is being done for these tourists who are stranded for no fault of their own.
Yes, indeed. If you see, the Sikkim is a place where a lot of tourists travel annually, and the side which is affected the most is the northern side of Sikkim, which is one of the most south places for tourism. And as such, we have seen so many tourists being stranded. More than 1,500 were rescued and evacuated just yesterday by the defense forces as well as the NDRF and SDRF forces. So the rescue and rehabilitation measures are being taken full swing by the central agencies as well as the state government, who is working in tandem with the SDRF and NDRF forces. So far, the main priority is to evacuate the people from the vulnerable areas to the safer zones. And that is what we have been seeing in Sikkim amid the challenges of the weather. It has been raining constantly in the last 48 hours and so. And there has been a red alert issued in most of the states of the northeast. So the weather conditions remain difficult for the people who are working on ground. But they continue to do the operations to rescue and rehabilitate the people. Back to you.
Nibir, stay with us. In fact, Sikkim MP Indra Hangsuba has convened a meeting with officials from the GREF and BRO to address the repercussions of these landslides and heavy rainfall in the Sikkim area. Discussions were focused on assessing the damages and strategizing responses and the efforts to mitigate the impact on infrastructure and local communities affected by the natural disasters. Nibir, my colleague, still with us on the broadcast. Nibir, important to understand that this is not going to be the end of these landslides and the bad weather. There has to be continuous effort by the government to make sure that people are not impacted by these natural disasters.
Absolutely. It's not just limited to the bad weather, but Sikkim, as you know, has been facing a lot of challenge in terms of the landslides and rock slides. Last year, remember, we had the Tista Dam, where the Tista River overflew in a lot of areas of the Sikkim, and that leading to lots of lives and property. This year, again, we are seeing similar situations happening in Sikkim. However, this time around, there was better preparedness, because last year we saw how difficult the loss of lives and property that Sikkim had witnessed. But this time, the administration as well as the defense forces were already prepared for a situation like this. However, the challenges remains very difficult because it has been raining, and the connectivity as far as the national highway is concerned is also hampered due to the landslides and rock slides. So to rescue and rehabilitate people becomes even more challenging. But our forces, NDRF, SDRF, BRO, as well as other central agencies, are working in full tandem to continue the operations in Sikkim and to rescue the people.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.